Welcome to part 2 of my year-end wrap-up. Last week I was in the office looking back at 2023. Today I'm out for a walk with the camera, hoping to take some pictures, but also looking forward to 2024 and what I think I'm going to be doing and what I think I'm going to be changing in the new year. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas. I know I did. This is me out for a little wander around, doing one of the types of photography that I really love to do, which is the sort of opportunistic stuff where I'll just take a wander around and just photograph anything that grabs my attention. Something that I really enjoy doing, and I'm hoping I'll get some interesting results today. But what I also wanted to do today was talk a bit about what I think I'm going to be doing in 2024, what I want to achieve, and one thing that I want to change that I may well need to explain a little bit just to make it clear what it means. First opportunistic shot that I've come across, and it's this kind of rusty, dirty looking wheel that controls this gate. Now some of them are positioned like this, so they're horizontal, and some of them are vertical. This one's horizontal. I'm just thinking if I kind of shoot it a little bit from underneath, pointing up, it's got lots of nice textures in it. I'm kind of thinking this might be the best angle. I'm going to bump the ISO up to about 400, keep a fast exposure time. A number of the things that I want to do in 2024 are kind of carried over from 2023. So I want to continue to try to support and promote other photographers, other creators by sharing their work and various other methods. I also want to continue to try to find new techniques, new approaches to photography that I can try out to sort of increase the creative range. And of course, I've moved to a new area and I've got lots of places to explore. So in 2024, particularly the early part before it gets too hot, I really want to try to get a fair bit of exploring done, finding new places to photograph. So that's all sort of fairly easy, straightforward stuff that doesn't need too much explaining. Well, I said these control wheels for these gates, some of them are horizontal and some of them are vertical, and here's a vertical one. And I can't help but think there's maybe an image there tightly cropped in with the wheel sort of in the top center of the frame, and then the shaft, which it turns, comes down the left hand third line, so it's going to be a vertical image. So we'll have a little go at that. Nice shallow depth of field, so I'm at sort of f7.1. I could probably even come down f6.3. ISO 400, nice fast shutter speed. So I'll make sure there's a bit of breathing room around the outside. Focus right in the middle of the wheel. Blur in the background very nicely. There is one fairly substantial change I want to make in my photography, in my creativity for 2024, and that is to make my focus doing what I want to do. Now, if that sounds a little odd, don't worry, I'm going to explain. But what it really comes down to is one thing, and that is the influence that YouTube has on my photography. I'll explain in a second. The majority of people who start YouTube channels do it for one reason: to make money. Either directly through things like adverts and sponsorship, or indirectly by using YouTube as a way to promote products or services or whatever else it is they're trying to sell. Now, if what you are doing is trying to make money from YouTube, then you really have to focus your attention on getting subscribers, and particularly things like number of views and watch time, because you really want the maximum exposure of your YouTube channel in order to maximize the chance that you're going to make money. And if you want to do that, then you have to think about YouTube like a business marketing strategy. You identify who your potential customers are, you identify what it is they want, and then you make content which is based upon what your client base, your customer base, is going to be looking for. That means you don't necessarily make the content that you would like to be making. Now, YouTube is set up to support that, because obviously if you make money, they also make money. And that means they give you lots of statistics and information about how your channel is performing, about how individual videos are performing. And that's all to help you tailor your content to meet what your potential customers are looking for. Now, while the majority of YouTube channels are set up with the intention of making money, there are exceptions, and mine is one of them. I didn't set my YouTube channel up with any kind of financial intention whatsoever. I started making the videos because I actually wanted to get back to making videos, because that's what I used to do. I used to make videos when my wife and I were keen scuba divers, and I made videos that were kind of a record of the trips that we made and an opportunity to share some of the amazing and beautiful things that we saw with family and friends. And I decided I wanted to start making videos again, and the idea was it would be a way to record the photography that I wanted to do and the things that I learned along the way, and by putting them on YouTube there was an opportunity to share that with anybody who wanted to see it. And that's why I started this YouTube channel a number of years ago. I'm by a kind of some abandoned building, derelict, lots of rubbish in here, but it's beautiful. There's out the back there's some orange or maybe lemon groves, and there's this really tall, beautiful palm tree in there. I can't help but think I want to get a shot of it. I'm just going to kind of try and shoot through this fence. I should just be able to get the lens through enough. Kind of put the palm tree on the right hand side and the little path that's next to it on the left. There may be some bits and pieces that I'm going to want to take out in post, like there's probably some kind of telegraph pole with some wires across that I might decide to take out if it's worth it. Let's see if we can get a shot of it. Can I do it over the top? Actually, I might be able to do it over the top. It's a bit of an awkward position to shoot, so I am going to keep my ISO high for a fast exposure time, 15 to 45 lens. Try not to get any distractions in there. Get it straight. Have a couple of goes at it. I think with the cloudy sky behind it and the mountain in the background, that might be all right. I do sometimes get pulled into the stats. I see my subscriber count go up or down and I wonder why. I put a video out there that I think is really good and it doesn't do very well. Or I put another video out there that I don't think is very good and it does really well. And I wonder why. And I've found myself making choices about my photography that are not based upon the photography I want to do. They're based upon how well I think that's going to translate into watch time and views and maybe subscribers on YouTube. So maybe I just fancy going out for a walk and doing some opportunistic photography like I've done today. But I find myself thinking, people aren't going to watch that, or not many people are going to watch it. It might lose me subscribers, I might not get many views. And I talk myself into doing something else, which I probably still enjoy, but it's not what I really wanted to do on that particular day. And likewise, I've had lots of requests from people to do more post-processing, editing videos, and I quite enjoy doing those. But I find myself shying away from doing them because traditionally, for me, they don't perform as well. They get less views, and quite often I find that I lose a number of subscribers around the time that I put those kinds of videos out. I shouldn't care, but sometimes I do. So I guess what I'm saying is that in 2024, I want to get the channel back to its original purpose, and that is to record the photography that I want to do, that I am choosing to do, and then I'm sharing that, rather than me going out and doing photography in order to create videos that I think are going to perform well, or at least better than others. Couple of kind of really shaggy, overgrown palm trees here, kind of look almost like they're wearing fur coats. There's two of them close together and they've got all these kind of dead palm fronds hanging off of them with the green bit up at the top. 11 to 22 lens, 11mm. I'm going to have to just keep an eye on traffic, kind of step out into the road for a few seconds to line the shot up and take it. I want to try to include a little bit of the kind of the foreground foliage in there. There is actually an orange tree just on one side, but I don't know if I want that in or not. Might not have a choice. If you're going to stand in the road to do photography, make sure you're careful. This isn't a busy road, so I should be able to do it safely. Make sure I'm nicely lined up on it. Yeah, the orange tree is kind of in there. That's it, a few images and my thoughts on what I'm going to be doing in 2024. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful, happy and prosperous new year. Until the next video, thanks for watching. Bye.